How's it going, friends? Or I should say hello, friends. Oh yeah, get a peek at that hairy chest. Yeah, miraculously got this level on top of the and balanced. Yeah, I should say on top of the water bottle. It is Thursday, July. Sorry, it's kind of a weird. Holy, it's a weird look you're giving us. Whatever. What does it matter? You guys are used to seeing my big hairy chest at this point. So anyway, it is Thursday, July 20th, 2017. It is early noon. I got my cardio in and stretching. So yeah, 30 minutes on the bike. I watched Sam Hyde's, or I should say Cody Cigar's new Hyde Wars video, so it kind of helped make the time go by. It sort of comes and goes, and I'm sure that's how it's always going to be, where, you know, there are moments where it feels like it just flew by, and other time, like today, was a little like, oh, how long's it been? Oh, only 12 minutes? Oh, shit. But gotta get it done. Gotta face the boredom and get it done. So I think that'll be good. I think going with 5 30-minute sessions Monday through Friday is probably a good start. And, you know, once I start feeling adjusted to it, maybe I'll just bump it up to more time, or increase the difficulty on the little knob that's on there. So we'll see. How about that, folks? It's July 20th. We are past the halfway point. I should apologize for any of you who might be, you know, oh, how many times are you going to keep bringing up the damn time, etc. I do apologize. I just feel like I'm in constant awe at how fast the time is going. I just feel like I just made that sort of, oh, end of June, is June really over video, and now fucking July. July is more than halfway over. It's just like, Jesus Christ. Yeah. Oh, I'm looking forward to summer. It's gonna something, and you blink your eyes and summer's like, what, half over already, if you're going by June, July, August, sort of. So yeah, I am doing the stretching. I want to say my hip is starting to feel a little better. I just sort of figured out a little stretch routine, you know, like basic hamstring, hip flexors, hips sort of stretch. So that way mentally it's sort of easier to adjust to it. So you're not like, oh, I have a routine with this many. It's only just like 3 or 4. If I do lower back stuff, it'll be 4, but it's just like a deep squat, just a hamstring stretch, and just like a hip flexor stretch, sort of like a lunge of sorts, you know, that standard stuff. Basics, but, you know, get sort of the important stuff right now that's tight and scrunched up, whatever, and causing you, you know, all the sitting around and all and this and that. All the tightness that's happened in the muscles. So I am doing it 2 times a day, in the morning and in the evening, before dinner. So, gotta just establishing that habit, folks. Just establishing that habit so it just becomes something that you always do, and you need to do. So, but yeah, folks, point of this video is, what is the next step? What is the real, actual next step? I think that working out and getting in shape is huge, especially for somebody like me. It's important, it's huge, it's something that definitely has to be done, and maybe it's the same thing for you, but what is the real, actual next step? Because let's be honest, at the end of the day, getting in shape isn't exactly rocket science. I think that more or less everything sort of works if you stick to it. And obviously I don't have to tell you, my biggest problem has always been sticking to something. That's why I have made no progress in life for a very long time now. Like I said, it's, is it low carb, low fat, calisthenics, barbells, machines, whatever you pick. Oh, this is better, that's better, oh, blah, blah, blah. All these debates that people have over what's better. At the end of the day, I think it all works. It's just a matter of you fucking sticking to it, as always, right? We just sort of overthink, overanalyze everything. And just realize that there's a trash can in the image here, so somebody's gonna make a joke. Oh, yeah, this video it's very appropriate, because, yeah, this video is garbage. Way ahead of you. Way ahead of you. I've got a lot of free time, folks. I've got a lot of free time. And it's not like I'm working out, and it's not exactly possible to work out, literally the entire day. It's, you go do your lifting or whatever, and then your cardio, and then your stretching, and blah, 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 and then you're just kind of sitting there or laying there, and you've got the rest of the day, or before you got to go to work, or after work, whatever it is. And so it's, what else, folks? What else? And like I said, it's, getting in shape is going to be good, but anybody can do it, right? Anybody and everybody can do it. And I don't mean that in like, oh, you're only going to do things that, like, some people are capable of. No, not that. It's just, it's sort of, feel like it's definitely just sort of a given at this point with self-improvement. So, and it's as good as it is. It's not like, oh, I'll get in shape and just sort of still be happy. Being directionless in life and all that shit. No, it's an important component. Yeah, we get it. It's an important component, but it's not the only one. I guess if you were in like much worse shape than me and stuff like that, it would take more of a precedence in your life. But I'm still as overweight and whatever it is as I am. There are others out there who have it much worse, where I could see that it'd definitely be sort of more on their mind. So I'm slowly building up the habit, folks, etc. So that's the question, though. Like I said, what is the real next step? I mean, I can't live with my parents the rest of my life. And the problem too is I don't make enough money, even if I was full-time, to really be able to live on my own. Once again, just to repeat, housing, everybody in Colorado complains about all the rising, just ridiculous prices for rent and all this shit. So that's, if I lived somewhere where I was making my money now with rent and all sorts of stuff being way less, yeah, like, it'd be an easier, but it's pretty ridiculous. Do I continue on and try to make this coding thing work? Just, do I do something else? Or do I do nothing at all and just try to pick something random? Who knows what? I haven't done any coding in like a month and a half. It's not for lack of disinterest, folks. It really isn't. And I kind of like the challenge of figuring out how to make something work, etc. Maybe a part of it is laziness, but I think a part of it is definitely fear. It's hard to describe, but it's just a weird fear. Oh, he's a fly flying around you. Yeah, 'cause you a sack of shit. Way ahead of you again. It's just a sort of fear. I don't know of what. Maybe it's what? Having to really go somewhere else, do something else, change your life, etc. I don't know. And maybe it's like with the exercise, at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter what it is you pick, because a choice will be better than no choice. If there's anything that I should have learned over the last 10 plus years, it's definitely, if you don't make a decision on something, etc., the feeling isn't really gonna come strike you where it's like, oh, I don't really know what to do with life, so I'll just sort of work, have fun in my own way, whatever, and maybe I'll just sort of figure things out, or the feeling will strike me and I'll finally, oh, okay, this, right, this. Never does. Never does. Just 1 month turns into 1 year, turns into 10 years, etc. So, like I said, maybe at the end of the day, it's just a choice is better than no choice. It's a dead end, folks. As grateful as I am for the job and all that, as much as I keep saying it, it's a fucking dead end. There's not really anything for me to move on to that I actually want or would even be realistically open in any amount of time. It's just, you've been there a while, you're comfortable, it's sort of the only thing you know. And it's not as bad as a lot of other stuff out there, but you can only be grateful for that for so long, right? Eventually it's like, I'm kind of done. Kind of don't care anymore. I really just want to do something else. Like I said, maybe a decision is better than no decision, and it's just fighting against that mental barrier, folks, when you've just done the same fucking thing for so long. And you've been the same person, and this and that, and you've been in the same place, and all. Just, you almost can't, it just almost sort of feels like a dream in some ways. You can't even like picture it being any other way. That you read about all these people that like went there and here and did this thing and that thing. And I don't mean just in terms of traveling or anything like that, just looking at their jobs and all that and this and that. It's like, wow. So like I said, I can't live with my parents forever. There's something to be said for, okay, so you're with them sort of temporarily to maybe save up money or something, and then eventually move on, but don't make enough to, and this isn't like, were you trying to get rent at like ritzy whatever places part of town? Like, no. Fucking run down whatever neighborhoods and shit. They know the boom that's going on in Colorado, so of course they're gonna try to get as much money out of people as they can. So and I'm not really willing to do, well, why don't you just get a roommate? Well, if that's the case, folks, I might as well just continue to live with my parents. At least this way I know what they're like, and so no thank you. If I'm gonna actually move out and live alone, whatever, I want it to actually be that, not this. I don't want to become like one of these 40-year-olds, whatever, that are still living with roommates and stuff like that. It's no thank you. In that case, I'd rather just continue to live with my parents, so. Not that I'm hating on or judging, whatever, but that is not for me. So. And if you live alone, folks, if you live alone, what will you do? What will you honestly do? Go to work, come home, find some entertainment, whatever, same shit you're doing now, just that you're living alone. These all feel like easy yet hard questions to answer at the same time. All stuff that's, I think, valid to ask and think about. I mean, honest question, folks. Seriously. Yeah, fuck that life, whatever stuff. You just need to, like, move out and whatever. And then what? I always ask that for people. And then what? Well, you can invite a girl over, like, oh, okay. Is that it? So, all very valid question, folks, I think. What is truly the next step? I've wasted a lot of time in my life. That is definitely true. but I also still have a whole lot of it. I've got a lot of fucking free time. I won't have it forever, so I can't take too long to decide, but I think that's, maybe, sort of learn from the example of maybe exercise. It's maybe just the most important thing is that you pick something and you follow through and do it. Whether it's the right decision, the best decision, it's at least a decision, not just, oh, I'll continue to just wait and maybe I'll figure it out, because like I said, folks, hate to break it to some of you, it's not going to get any more clear. And even more time will have gone by. But
and you're probably using more muscles for balance and stuff. Maybe.
what is the next step, folks? What is the next step? What do I do? What do I do? Alright, folks. I'll see you later.